A user said they would pay if we added one more feature. And I was getting a little cheeky with feature number 69 over there. But it goes down to saying yes to every feature request. Will, especially when you're doing sales, I am really guilty of this when I'm building something and I'm out there totally legitimately selling. You'd all be proud of me. I'm out there selling it, but then they say, oh, if we would just do this and just do that. And then suddenly you're like, oh, if we just do that, we're going to get that one customer. Or we get feedback from all these different tangential places. And next thing I know, I'm spending double the money. It's taking double the time to launch. Man, well, this one kills me.
I get it. Can we go back to the cartoon? Feature 69 should be ChatGPT putting limbs where they're supposed to go. This poor guy has his left hand amputated and moved to his right. Like, that's the feature that he's talking about. He's like, I just want my hand back.
I'm glad you caught that. I put that in as an Easter egg. And I said, hey, how can you tell this was generated by AI?
No, you know what it is? That I was doing a bunch of stuff in Runway today, the online video, and it's bananas. Like their next gen model right now. Whenever I look at AI stuff, I've almost gotten like immune to seeing why people have 6 fingers or why there's a hand growing out of their head like a chicken or something like that. Anyway, so, but going back to the feature creep, that one loud customer that speaks for everybody, what I've found, and this just happens to be my own discovery over a long period of building an awful lot of products, that loud voice rarely speaks for everyone else. That's the part that we miss. Yeah. That's their problem. It's not the problem. And when we look at that and we say, oh my God, an investor said we should do this, or a customer said we should do this, we never take the time to zoom out and say, okay, but does everybody also agree? Does anybody but that person think we should do that? And I got caught in that trap for years. I got, Ed, I would go out and be raising money, and this really well-known VC would spout off some shit, and all of a sudden I'd be like, oh my God, they said we should pivot this way, so let's go that way. Years later, I'd be like, that guy didn't even give that comment 5 seconds of thought. Just threw something off the top of his head, never thought about it again. And here we're like spending all this time as if we need to like change the market because of some random comment.
And to this very day, Will, I still use the software of a company that got acquired. And to this day, I still get PTSD because I see these buttons and these features that nobody has ever used. And then I see the broken stuff that they still haven't fixed. And I think to myself, if I just would have stuck to my guns, and this is my advice to everyone out there, at least invalidate the other thing that you're building before you get shiny squirrel syndrome and say, we need to start going down all these other rabbit holes, and at least get to the point where you're going to put a fork in what you're building before you add something else.
100%, man. And look, from my standpoint, I don't think that most pieces of software or products or anything else like that need 100 more features. Case in point, we're all using Zoom right now, okay? Zoom is a steaming piece of crap. Right? And yet we all use it. Yep. Why is it a steaming piece of crap? Because the thing that it's supposed to do, which is video conferencing, seems like the least important thing that they do. Right? Yesterday it was out globally, right? Which kind of messed everything up. But all I'm like is like, Zoom, just do video calls, right? Like, do that well. I don't need team chat. What is that even? Right? Like, or all this other stuff that are launching. It just feature creeps out of control.
And all you do is you dilute, especially early stages, your resources and what to focus on, and somebody else who's focused will come and eat your lunch. That's what happens.
Every time.